Hello, welcome once again. This is another example of solving harder simultaneous equation using substitution. So here we have these two equations, and to solve it we can use substitution method because we realize that if y is giving us 2x plus 1, then we can replace the y with this expression 2x plus 1 all squared. So if you label your work equation 1, equation 2, you can now put equation 1 into equation 2. So what I'm doing is, in place of y, I'm going to put 2x plus 1. Don't forget to put it in bracket and squaring it. Next step is, it's important to do side working and pull the bracket aside with a square and expand it and simplify. So if I pull it aside, this squared means is the whole term times itself. So you expand it. When you expand, you have this expression. Then you need to simplify by adding 2x to 2x. So you end up having this expression. Calling this equation 4. I can now go back to equation 3 and replace all that with this expression. So I end up having x squared plus 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 equals 10. Okay. Let's simplify first. X squared plus 4x squared is 5x squared. So this is what I have now. Now to rearrange to form quadratic equation, the only way to make this right hand side equal to 0 is to minus 10 from both sides. So minus 10 from the right hand side and minus 10 from the left hand side. So when you do that, you end up having 1 minus 10 is minus 9, 10 minus 10 is 0. So this is the quadratic equation. Then use whichever method that is convenient to you to solve for this equation. So I'm using factorizing method because it's possible. Factors of negative 45 to add up to 4 is negative 5 and 9. In case you are not sure of how to do factorizing, if you check my videos on factorizing, I've explained different versions and different methods of factorizing expressions. So here we can factor out 5, and you can now cross out the 5. So we end up having x minus 1 equals 0, or 5x plus 9 equals 0. So we need to work each separately to get the x value and use it to work out the y value. So let's first start with x minus 1 equals 0. If x minus 1 is 0, then it means x will be equals to 1. So let's put this into equation 1 to find out what will be the y value. So if y is equal to 2 into bracket 1, which is the x, then plus 1, then when you work this out, y will be equals to 3. So it means that when x is 1, y will be equals to 3. Let's focus on 5x plus 9 equals 0 to find out the x value first. Solve it like a normal equation, minus 9 from both sides and divide through by 5. So you have 5x equals negative 9, you divide through by 5, you end up having x equals negative 9 over 5. So put x equals negative 9 over 5 into equation 1 to solve for y. Now the easy way is to, because we have 5 as denominator, we can multiply through by 5. So you end up having 5y equals negative 18 plus 5. 2 times negative 9 is negative 18. And if you're multiplying each term by 5, the 5 will cancel out the denominator 5. And 1 times 5 is 5. So this is the equation that you have. Negative 18 plus 5 is negative 13 divided through by y. 5 is negative 13 over 5. So it means that when x is equal to negative 9 over 5, the y will be equals to negative 13 over 5. So we're going to look at the final example of harder simultaneous equation. That will be our next final example.